Good morning, ladies and germs. What we thought we'd do is a very quick one, just to show you some of the things we've done since the MOT. We've changed a few bits, swapped a few bits out, etc, etc. And also we'll put the links down below to where we got them as well. And there's a few things. Grips are changed the other day, fuel cap's been changed, the wadding in the exhaust are changed after the MOT, and I've also put a baffle in the exhaust because for me it was just way too loud. Some of you may really like loud exhaust, and yeah, I have to live with it, and it was too loud. So we've put a baffle in, and we'll show you that, and we'll put all the links in the description. So if you want to go and look at something similar and buy it, you can do. So I'll take you off the stand in a minute, and we'll show you what's what. But in other news, what I wanted to show you is these are just coming today. You may have noticed them draped. Just had a couple of sample t-shirts coming, and I'm really happy with them because the Gildan, the good quality, they're nice and warm. But somebody who will remain nameless, me, buggered the design. Now this is only a sample, because as you can see, they've missed the D off the press print. They're alright for dossing around, you know, I'll still wear them, but the ones that you guys will buy will be the proper logo. I might just keep that for a laugh, but big back print, really nice and clear, lovely. I'm really happy with it, apart from my cock up. And we've got one for young Carlos as well. He wanted olive green because obviously he's a serial killer in his discovery. And yes, the same printing error, but we'll get that fixed. But the quality wise, really happy, really happy. Another thing, if you ride as much as we do when we're test riding, etc. I don't know about you lot, but I tend to suffer with my feet, and there is no such thing as a waterproof boot unless you wear Wellingtons. All boots close leak eventually, especially if you're out all day in it like what we are. So I made a little investment the other day, and it was these. Yes, James, a pair of socks. But if you can hear this, they're rubberized. These are waterproof socks. Stick them under your boots, and it don't matter if your boots get wet, your feet stay dry. Now I've worn them in the rain, out all day in the rain, and my feet stayed bone dry. Now there are other manufacturers, I can't remember who manufactured these. I'll put the link in the description, but I think these were something like Dex Shell or something. You can get things called like Otter Socks and stuff like that, and I think they're about 50 quid a pair, which, you know, because they're made for mountain bikers and hikers and stuff like that, because it's made for a leisure market, they whoop the price up. I think these were 12 to 15 quid, and they work. So think of them as a boot liner, and they sort of make more sense, but these do work. I highly recommend these. So again, I'll put the link down, and these are off eBay, and everything else I'm about to show you is on eBay, and we'll link to it. So we'll take you off the stand and we'll show you what we've done. Do you know, I was going to go out on him this morning, but it started raining, so you know, I chickened out and I had to run an errand, and I took the car. Right, the fuel cap. This is eBay, direct replacement. I am really happy with it because it's got a really good solid feel, it's well built, it's weighty, and it's got a good strong closure. I replaced the cap because the original seal, which you cannot buy individually, had perished, and I didn't know, but as can be seen by some dulling of the paintwork, it leaked when I put the tank on the floor, so it doesn't leak anymore. So that's that one. links in the description. It wasn't that much. I will put a text thing down here telling you how much it was. Right, the other thing, the grips on the ZX-10 are notoriously thin, even from factory. I mean, they're not great. Look, I mean, this is the left-hand side one, which tends to be a little thicker anyway, because the right-hand side one goes on the throttle tube, and they just weren't comfortable. They're pliable when they've been cut off. Oh, you got a great view there, didn't you? But this is how thick the throttle tube one is. Look, 1.5 mil, something like that, and it was just bloody uncomfortable. So I've got these. Original grips were slightly longer. As you see, the original grip actually fits around here, locks into this bit. There's no need. These are, you know, they're tight. They're tight on that. I had a right effort getting that on. But these are Oxford fat grips, and they're slightly thicker than a normal grip. And I went out, did a ride with him the other day. Super comfortable. It's made a hell of a difference. The only thing I'm struggling with at the minute, because I haven't really rode properly for a while, is I've got to get used to this handlebar setup, because I was getting severe wrist ache on the clutch. So we know what we're going to do with the clutch. We're going to put original springs back in, etc. The other thing I did, exhaust wadding. Re-wadded the exhaust. It was really nice material, really nice. From when I used to wad exhaust, it was horrible stuff. It was like roof insulation. This stuff's really good. And also, because it was too light, we put in a baffle. I don't know whether you're going to see this. Let's let some light in. But there's a baffle in there, and usually you bolt them in. Put it back on the stand. Usually you bolt them in, and we decided it's not going to come out, so Rolex, we welded it in, because I just wasn't happy with the noise level. That was basically a straight through exhaust, and I like to get on with my neighbours. I like to ride at night. I like to bimble through the villages, and I don't want to, you know, stand out like a blister on a porn star. So put the baffle in. It's fruitier than normal, but it's far more acceptable, and I'm well happy with it. And I think it was only like £5.50. But all you've got to do, measure the internal bore of your exhaust, get the appropriate fitting, and away you go. I mean, on a normal one it'd slot in, drill your securing hole, it comes with a bolt, and bolt it on, but we welded it in. You don't have to. Another thing I wanted to show you, actually, which you might not even be aware you can get, is if you've got small feet like Mrs. Shed. This is her pinky. There we go. Needs a looking at before the MOT, and she's had it donkey's years, but she's got small feet, and she used to struggle with the gear change and stuff like that. So what I put on it was this, which is an adjustable gear lever, and you'd be surprised. You can turn this round so you can have it out all the way, or you can have it all the way in. That will go like all the way to there, because she's something like a size 4, and that makes a hell of a difference. It now makes the bike more rideable, and of course, spin you around again. If the bike's more rideable and you're more comfortable, you're going to ride better. You're going to. It's just one thing that's not niggling away at the back of your head while you're riding, because you want to be comfortable on your bike and you want to be confident on your bike. And if you're going to be dreading that you're going to not get the next gear, or you can't reach the clutch or anything like that, it's going to have an adverse effect. You know, you're going to be a bit of a wobbler. The other thing I fit some adjustable levers, because she's got small hands as well, and yeah, they were right. They work pretty well. Thinking forward, I might just get a proper adjustable Honda one, because these ones, even though they're nice, billet alloy and stuff, they flop around a bit. So yeah, that'll about do. Oh yeah, I'm going to have a look at the clutch. I'll put the link to the clutch down because that was from eBay, from a motorcycle shop that sells on eBay. A lot of the stuff I get off eBay, if it's for the bike, I do buy from a bike shop. Whether it be like Busters, M&P, well-established names. Wimoto, of course, they've got a shop on eBay, so you know, if you don't use their own websites, you can just look for them on eBay, and they're trusted sellers all day long. I wouldn't have a word against M&P, Busters or Wimoto. I've used them for donkey's years. I've used them when they were mail order. That's how long I've been using some of them. Never ever had an issue, never. They've never sent the wrong parts, you know, and if you find that a part is probably slightly different or will fit another machine, I always email and tell them, like, this will fit this as well, and they, you know, they'll update the listings. So the clutch that went in, I'll put the link to that as well, and I'll link to the adjustable gear lever. What I basically did is that the running gear on Cat's bike is basically early CBR 600. The engine especially, the brakes, the forks, they're all early CBR. So if I'm looking for spares, if I can't find her bike, I can just cross-reference an early CBR 600F and I'll get the correct part. And that's what I've done in the past, never had an issue. So I'll just put the link up to the generic adjustable, and then you can go and have a look at the seller's shop. Of course, it's Chinese, most stuff is. Don't let it put you off. The build quality on that, if I wasn't happy with it, I wouldn't fit it to the bike. I'd try it on my own bike first, make sure it's okay, before I would risk somebody else with it. The machining quality and the build quality on that, it's as good as any I've seen, to be honest. And I think that was about £25. If you buy a named branded one, which is probably made in the same factory, most likely made in the same country, you know, I've seen adjustable levers £75, £100, £150. You know, use your noggin. If it's only like 25 quid and you're on a budget, take a punt, buy it, because chances are you may be quite surprised. Chinese are really getting to grips with what quality Westerners expect now. And it's, you know, I mean, I drove one of the first Chinese cars at work, and it was, I would say it was a couple of generations behind what we were getting. But now, like new MGs, stuff like that, they're right up there, right up there. They are going to be, well, they already are, a serious powerhouse in the automotive, and it won't be long before they start sort of getting into the motorcycle market more with bigger capacities, because the build quality is there. It is there now. They learn. If it's one thing that they do, it's that they look and they learn, they understand what we want, and they build to that spec. You know, if people are willing to pay the price, they'll put the quality in, same as any other manufacturer. So people that knock Chinese stuff all the while, yes, in a lot of cases it's justified, but when you've paid a couple of quid for something and you expect it to perform the same as an £150 part, you're only shooting yourself in the foot, guys. So that's it today. Shocks, we'll put the link in. I do recommend these, and they don't make your feet sweat either, because they are, I don't know how the technology works, but they're breathable as well, but they keep the water out. So if you know it's going to be a showery day or anything, whack some of them on and you'll get dry feet, because you know you can always dry your boots out. It's horrible riding with wet cold feet, as you know, any courier or anything like that will tell you. Don't forget, there's t-shirts, hoodies, all on the store, all on the linky. I will alter the design, but I'm going to wear that one just for a giggle. It doesn't bother me, you know it doesn't. But we've got ZX-10 hoodies, ZX-10 mugs, Rover 75 mugs, all sorts. We've got the Land Rover on a mug, the Land Rover stickers, we've got ZX-10 stickers, we've got all sorts. But like anything that we put on and we fit, like Carl's bearings the other day and the shocks, I've put the links to them in their appropriate video. So if you're going to re-watch the videos, if you want to know where he got the bearing from, where he got the shocks from, just have a look at the description on the video, because I've just altered them all. So you can basically do that. And that's about it, guys. Enjoy your bank holiday weekend. I'm going to go and find if there's any cookies left, because my sister's here visiting at the minute and she always brings treats, and I'm in danger of not getting a Marks and Spencer's cookie, so you know, we can't be having that now, can we? So you're now going to see the hand of destiny as I turn you off. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys.